Well, hi everybody, it's Dawn and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, it's starting to cloud over again. Looks like I'm going to get stuck in the rain any second again now. But I just want to talk to you about the controversy going on right now, especially with John Hill in Carnival, where he's being accused of being insensitive and uncompassionate, and the Carnival Cruise Line employees are being accused of being basically cheaping out and uncompassionate for a injured passenger. Yeah, but are they? So, apparently, a Carnival passenger was getting ready to go to a cruise, arrived, parked the car, was in the parking lot, and twisted her ankle before getting on the ship out in the parking lot. Now, when she saw medical attention, it turns out Carnival Cruise Line is going to give them a crutch from the medical services, or she could rent a wheelchair for $50. And she thought she should get the wheelchair for free. And she's posted this and made comments to John Hill's page, and John Hill says, that's our standard policy. We'll give you a free crutch, but if you want to have a wheelchair, it's a rental, just like Scoot-Around is a rental for scooters, etc., etc. And a lot of people are on John Hill's case saying, they're cheaping out because of an injured passenger. And I'm going, okay, well, but technically the passenger did not get injured on the cruise ship, right? The passenger got injured in the parking lot. So what happens if the passenger got injured getting into the car before getting to the cruise port? Does Carnival still owe them a free wheelchair when they get there? How about if they were on the plane and they injured themselves stepping off the plane? Should they get a free, wheelchair then? At what point is it Carnival's responsibility to rent somebody a wheelchair for free? That's what insurance is for. And if you have insurance and you twisted your ankle on the day of the cruise, it would be reimbursed. So there would be no problem. You could rent a scooter, you could do all those things. And I don't know if this person had insurance or not, but they expected Carnival to give out one for free. Now, I don't know. I personally, I just experienced this on our last Alaska cruise, where my niece on the plane, getting off the plane, twisted her ankle and had a hard time walking on it in Seattle. And so I rented her a scooter for the cruise. And I did not contact Princess Cruise Line and say, hey, how come, can you guys cover this? Can you guys cover the cost of her scooter? She injured herself, not on the ship. And even if she hurt herself on the ship, it would probably be a rental or a medical charge. You could do it either way, right? A medical charge for items used because of your injury totaling $700, or you could rent a wheelchair for $50. It could be a much more expensive endeavor than a $50 rental on a 3 or 4 or 7 day cruise, or even a 10-day cruise. I know it's an extra expense that people weren't counting on, but really, at what point is it Carnival's fault to have to pay for it? And not only that, is John Hill really that incompassionate? Saying, what, should John Hill take money out of his own pocket and pay for every person who calls in or emails in saying, hey, by the way, I injured myself and I had to have this expense, or hey, I got ripped off by a taxi driver, can you reimburse me for this, please? Or hey, I lost this much money on the casino, now I'm really desperate to make my rent, any chance you can reimburse me for that? Like, at what point does it become not his responsibility, not the cruise line's responsibility, but our responsibility? I am a firm believer in accountability, and accountability for your own actions and your own mistakes. And that's why I preach over and over and over, to the point where it must be tiring for people to hear me say it, to get insurance. Because if she had insurance, then it would have been reimbursed, and there's no reason to ask anybody else to pay for your unfortunate misstep at a cruise ship. I don't know. Well, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really curious because myself, I don't think it's incompassionate. I think it's a business and people are running a business, right? But let me know what you guys think. Do you think maybe they could have made an exception at this point? And if they make an exception at this point, when do they stop making those exceptions? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world. And yeah, I'm starting to get rained on as we speak from Jamaica. Have yourself a great and a safe vacation.